Hey, what's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
What up? What up?
All right, man. This is the first podcast. Whoa, about to go down.
Of course, my contacts are messing with me.
We usually talk about anything about this podcast. You know, we float around and stuff. So.
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ali's room. Yeah.
Don't mind me right now. I'm over here fixing my contact. It's like dry as heck right now, but yeah, it's a nice little setup we got going on right here.
Yeah,
That's right.
I got my boy Edward and my nephew Corey. So.
And this dude always got to say his nephew. You know, we basically the same age, so like.
Back in my day.
Talking about back in my day. See, his dad, they don't know his dad was a Rolling Stone. My grandpa was a Rolling Stone.
There you go.
One of the old heads, you know how they were back in the day.
You got to make history each and every way.
Yeah, man, we only like three years apart. You over here saying
Back in my day.
nephew and stuff. Nah, but yeah. So, what y'all want to talk about? I don't know.
Man, last night I went out. I was hanging out with my friend, my homegirl, and we had a pretty good time. The night kind of ended a little bit different than what I expected. I can't really say better or worse.
So was you third wheeling?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No. It was just me and her.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you just went out with a chick? Just you
Yeah.
and the chick? Oh, okay. I thought you said you and your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you and your okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just me and her, and I mean, we were kicking it for a little bit, and like, I don't know, it ended different, and I don't know, it's because like I really saw her as a friend, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
one thing led to another, and it's like,
Okay, so all good and shit.
So is that a good different or?
to me, honestly, I was like, I saw it more like, I don't know, I guess I'm going through a different phase where I'm just like, leaning away from the whole like fooling around scene and things like that. So
So basically, you're chilling with her, do your friends and stuff, and then you realize, oh shit, I guess she likes me, and then you're like,
hope not, man.
and then you're like, oh man, I don't want to just be banging these hoes. I'm trying to find somebody I can, build with.
actually build something with.
exactly, man, hit it on the mark.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
The real question though, what you find though?
Why you look like that? You say
It's
one
like-
question though.
I'd say medium rare.
Medium rare. What would you give her on the scale of 1 to Halle Berry or 0 to Halle Berry?
Oh dang. Man, I'd have to put it on a 10-point scale.
Dang,
So-
she
so-
not even
I
on
don't
that
know.
status.
I don't
wait,
know
wait,
about
wait.
Halle Berry, man. Halle Berry's like, you're talking about a superstar right there.
So regular female scale, 0 to 10. What do you give her?
A down to earth scale, out of 0 to 10.
I bet she was like, oh my god, Edward,
I
I
don't
can't
even-
believe you talked to me on this podcast like this.
All right, well, I'm gonna give her two different ratings, right?
I don't even think you can go down to 0. I ain't never heard
No,
of
you can't go
0
down.
to 10. It's always been 1 to 10.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
One is at least something.
That's like, I'm not gonna lie. I know this kind of messed up. Don't judge me, but I don't know if I have any chicks that are friends that are just not that cute. Most chicks I know that are friends and they're cute. It's like, is it like one of those things? Like, I don't even want to go into it. I might get in trouble with this podcast.
No, what was you gonna say? Okay.
It's a demo.
Most girls that I have or be friends with, they're somewhat cute, and I'm like, hey, we still cool and whatever, but hey, they gave me the opportunity to bang, and I was single. Hey, hey.
Oh man.
It depends though. It depends. It depends on the situation, how you know them, or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
It does. It depends on a lot of things.
But-
I would rate this girl like in two different scales because I like to rate on personality as well. Because you could be fine, right? You could be fine as hell, but if your personality's not there, like not entirely there, like I wouldn't even date, or I'd probably even get turned off before I can hit it off. I'm just being honest. Unless I'm drinking or something, or I'm really gone, then
got a couple beers in you or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, personality wise, she'd be like a good 7, and then appearance wise, I'd be like a 4, maybe 5. So I'm like, yeah.
oh damn. Well, okay, I got you.
Okay, I
So
feel
she's
you.
just strictly just friend.
Okay, so we just judged on the looks. So within that 4, how is it? Like, was the body? Is that the body in that too?
Actually, no, that's a good question. Not really.
Would you add on or take off?
No,
Yeah,
her body's definitely not as bad as like she's thick, not big. She's definitely not big. So I was like,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good question you bring up. Last week I hung out with this chick, We went out on a blind date.
Back to back. Man, you know. Okay.
We went out on a date.
Starting off October right. I was like,
that's right, yeah, man.
No, what you saying?
So yeah, we went out. We didn't know each other, so it was like a blind date type thing, and we hit it off. And she kept giving the clues that she was into me and everything, and she wanted something to pop off. But long story short, I was like, nah, I really wasn't feeling it. Like, she was a big girl, and I was like, I mean, me personally, that's not my thing.
So nowadays it's like it's different than how it was back then. So like, how, if you don't mind me asking, how'd y'all meet and stuff? Like app, like Tinder, or
it was an app. It was an app.
Dating app.
Was it catfish?
Yeah.
Or you knew she was kind of thick, but you're like, oh damn, I didn't know you were that thick.
Nah, that's a good question actually. So it's an app. It's like a venting app. You just post shit on there, and then people pick up on it. Read it,
like Yak,
Kind of like Yak, yeah, kind of like
that. Oh, for real?
Yeah. They got a lot of different venting apps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had met her on there, and it was like 1 a.m. and she's like
one of them joints.
Yeah. And she was coming out of a concert, and she's like, anybody? No. This was last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Last week.
Come on, they just had that Billie Eilish concert, like I think Thursday. I don't know if you guys know that as.
That was this Thursday? Or last
this Thursday. I got off of school and shit, and I was driving, had to go through downtown to get back home. I was like, man, why all this traffic here? And I was like, oh shit, Billie Eilish is here? I was like, oh damn.
So it was lit.
Yeah, it was lit.
There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there.
There you go. Yeah. No, I mean, long story short, I met up with her, hung out a little bit more than what I expected, and I mean, I wasn't feeling it, so it didn't happen, and I could tell she was into me and stuff, so I was like, I'll bite the bullet on this one and be like, nah.
Yeah.
No, then sometimes you fall into like a fat chick date, and he's like, fuck, man. It's like, well, I'm not gonna be an asshole and just leave.
You don't want to just show up to that date and be like, damn, and just just walk away because she heavy set or whatever, but you don't want to be mean about it. But at the same time, you still got that thought like, man, should I just say forget it and then walk off?
Nah.
Or maybe that's just me. I got that thought.
You have to be a gentleman about it.
Yeah. Hey, I agree with him though. I agree with you entirely on that. Like,
I'm just being real.
If it's acting a fool, if they're just like, their attitude is crazy, it's like, okay.
Nah, big girls, I like some cute big girls out there. I just
Oh no! Oh yeah, there are some cute big girls.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can't just be.
It's just
putting them out there.
I mean, they can be friends. You can still go out with them, just be friends with them, but you just don't take it to that next level.
Right.
So.
All right, let's change the subject and stop fat shaming people.
No, man, we love everybody out here, man.
Yeah,
we love everybody.
Definitely.
I had my days for a couple cheeseburgers, but I had to get back in the gym and get right. You know what I mean? So.
Goodness, yeah, man.
Yeah, I had to shed a little weight.
Yeah. No, but see, now here's the difference, though. I mean, me personally, if I see a big girl, I'm definitely not gonna treat her less than.
Oh no!
No.
So
definitely not. Definitely no.
I mean, I don't treat nobody bad. It just be like my love or just my attraction is not that's not my thing, dude.
Yeah.
It's not be like, oh, get out of my way, you peasant. I mean, you can't do it like that. I mean, I'm just.
You and King James on us.
Talking about some peasant.
So, yeah.
Hey man,
that's old English.
You gotta keep it like that sometimes, but
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Moving on, man.
Jesse, taking off my shoe.
So Corey,
what's going on, man?
He's not from Houston.
Oh, yeah. Right on, man.
Like you said, like I said earlier, I'm not from Houston, man. I'm not from this planet, bro. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I just moved here in February. So I've been here for about 6 to 8 months now.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to experience the cold. 60 degrees here. It's like cold weather here. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. Like this is perfect weather from where I'm from.
It gets a little bit colder, but not as much. Maybe like at the lowest, maybe 50.
No, but
40 something.
I do feel it though. After being here all summer and stuff, dealing with that heat, I can feel the cold and the difference. So I can feel like a little I got like a little sniffle going on right now too. But I'm messing with Houston a lot. I like it a lot. Just like how we were just saying, like I like the heat here. I came here for family reasons, really like mentors. I got a lot of male figures here. So that's one of the main reasons why I came here. And plus, I just feel like it was like how we were saying earlier, like you want to get out and experience new things.
Right.
I feel like this is where I should have been. So, yeah, I'm liking it a lot here.
Welcome to H-Town.
Yeah. The H, man.
If you guys don't know, the podcast is in Houston. I wish I had sound effects. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah. It's in the H, man. You know, the Astros playing right now. They getting beat 3-0, but we're gonna get a little update from there.
I might add that in.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Houston sports, man. We got Westbrook here now. What else is going on here? I don't know much about the soccer team. I gotta go to the games. I don't even really watch. I only watch soccer during the playoffs, and I don't know much about soccer. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to get back to you guys on that one.
yeah.
I don't know. We got a pretty good team, but I don't really watch it as much.
I know the Rockets are gonna do something probably this year. You know, Westbrook and Harden, they control the ball a lot, but they should be all right. You know.
Hey, so what do y'all say we give the audience a nice little what do you call it? Something hearty from this podcast.
Okay, like what? What do you recommend?
All right. I'd say one of the biggest topics that's truly valuable right now is how do we face rejection? Because right now I feel like we're living in a society that is afraid to go after the things that we truly want. Like even when we have a strategy, some of us kind of fail to like chase after those things. Like a real good example, I see confidence is kind of shaken up among us because
social media.
I work around people that have to thrive off of confidence, right? And if they see something, they want it, they don't go get it, you know? But it should be like, if you see something, you want it, you go and get it, right? Easy as that and simple. So, I mean, how would you guys cope with like facing rejection, not just in that sense, but in other areas in your life, like career, opportunities, etc.?
I say like, he looked at me. I mean, I feel like facing rejection, I'm pretty like, I kind of got the mentality of, opportunity and stuff when it presents itself, it's going to present itself when you're ready for it. And I feel like when a door is closed, that just means you're not ready for it. I feel like God is just telling you that you're just not ready for it. And it's still some things that you got to go through to prepare yourself, so when that opportunity does come, you're well ready for it.
Awesome.
So when it comes to rejection, I just kind of, obviously me being human and you want it right then and there, like, I am ready for it. Like, what you mean? Like, I want this right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But, as far as rejection, I just take it on the chin and just be like, I'm not ready for it, so.
Wow. Yeah, that's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah, kind of piggyback on Corey. I feel the same way, but it's one of those things that people say opportunity is always around, and but sometimes people are not ready for the opportunity. That's why I have a lot of people, I know personally, that sometimes they might have the opportunity in the future or even now, but they're not putting in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're putting in the work, and sometimes you fall. I mean, sometimes even if you're not putting in the work, you still have opportunity there.
Yeah.
And even if you are putting in work and you don't get it, it's one of the things you just have to keep trying.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you said, it's just the universe. The universe just knows.
Mm-hmm.
If you give up every time you mess up, you probably not working hard enough, or probably not there mentally for it to make it out.
Yes, and another thing is, just like I said, it's all about timing. That's what I'm learning as I'm going through my journey. Everything is all about timing, and plus also who you know. But you just got to give, like, I'm 25, turning 26. At this point in my life, I feel like I'm just trying any and everything out because I don't really know what direction I'm going in. So I feel like, you're just trying any and everything out, and then, don't give up on what you want to do. But at the same time, don't just stay focused on that to where you miss out on other opportunities where God might have a plan for you there too.
Most definitely.
So I just feel like, you just keep praying and keep doing what you can. And, when that rejection comes, don't beat yourself up because that means that there's another opportunity. There's a better opportunity for you. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So, don't beat yourself up about that particular situation because you're going to miss. If you so beat up and caught down on that no, you're going to see that yes, that's right around the corner. So that's how I feel with it.
Yeah, no, I agree entirely with you guys. I mean, y'all both bring up some really good points. And, that's exactly true in this day and age because we have access to so much information, media.
Oh, yeah.
We're able to do so much more right now than we have maybe ever before. And that just opens up the land of opportunity to even greater opportunities. So, the fact that somebody out here isn't making it when they're able to, it just, you know, this is like a type of wake up call that, you know, you got to be out there doing something. You know.
Like, we live in Houston. Like I was telling, sorry, cutting you off, but I was telling my nephew Corey, I was like, man, it's like we in Houston, dude.
Yeah.
He's all pissed off, like this motherfucker. But we in Houston. It's like there's people moving all over the country. To come here. It's like you can't get a job in Houston. You can't get a job nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
my bad.
No, you get my bad.
It's kind of off subject, but I was just about to say everybody that I meet here is not from Houston. It's only like 5 people that I met, like besides my family and you, that are Houstonians. You know what I mean? Everybody else is like, no, I just moved here from California. I just moved here from North Carolina or New York or whatever.
Right.
So this Houston is a melting pot, man. It's all different cultures here. That's why I like it here too. So.
Right on.
So when it comes to when it comes to rejection, just, you know, take it on the chin and, you know, just learn from that rejection and then move on to the next opportunity and don't dwell on that rejection.
Yeah, man, you just have to keep trying.
Most definitely. To throw in my 2 cents, I had a conversation with a friend the other day, or a coworker, and this is a woman who's like typically shy. She's like in her early 20s as well. She's like, I want to say she's about 23. And you could just tell, like, from her body language and her stare and everything, that she's like a very timid and shy person. So I had asked her that question, and she was like, she stood stunned. You know, she didn't know what to say. She's like, you know, she stayed silent for a minute, and I was like, all right, would you like me to share my like experience of rejection, like what I do to get over it and how I cope with it? She's like, yeah, sure. So I told her, I was like, well, I told her rejection can be a really good thing if you take a step back and you look at your experience and you learn from it. If you don't learn, and this goes to every kind of loss in life, if you don't learn from whatever loss you're going through, then you're just letting it go to waste, because that's the beauty of having experience nowadays is, you know, when you try something, you have that trial and error, you got to learn from your mistakes. If you're not learning from them, you know,
My bad. No, I hear. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
Can I chime in? I was just going to say, like, I feel like God puts those tests in your life, and when you don't learn from it, he keeps throwing that test in front of you until you do learn from it. I was just going to say that real quick, because a lot of times you keep bumping your head like, man, why the hell do I keep finding myself in the same situation? It's because you probably haven't learned from that past or that present situation.
It's just like one of our other friends. I'm not going to say his name, but, you know, he's, you know.
You throwing people under the bus?
But we'll call him Johnny.
Yeah, we call him Johnny. You know
we don't
Johnny,
know.
dude.
Yeah, we don't know Johnny.
Buddy. I'm gonna call him Buddy.
Hey, can you move a little bit to the left? I'm trying to get you better in the shot.
Yeah, man, right on. See, I don't want to step on.
Or I guess it'd be my right.
Yes.
All right, cool. Now scoot in just a little bit.
What do you mean? This way?
No. Scoot in just a tad if you can.
You said lean in, bro.
Lean in.
Okay.
I don't know if the mic reaches this way.
No, you good. No, the mic is good. You should be good.
All right,
we can hear you. All right, man. Yeah, use a little bit on that side of the shot. Now I got you more in the center.
Yeah, man. So
right on. Yeah, so like when it comes down to that, I say that's the biggest thing. And I told her it can be likened to feedback. Feedback is like one of the most important information that we can get from any interaction, you know. So whether, you know, fellas, if you're out there and you're like contemplating whether or not you should talk to the girl of your dreams, especially if you're in high school, man, take the shot. If you don't take the shot, you already done failed.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know?
My uncle back at home, shout out to June Turner. But he would always say, hey, man, like, what's she gonna say? What's the worst she gonna say? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like, if you don't take that shot and you see if she fine, then you see somebody else come up and take that shot, you're like, man, dang, I just missed out. That could have been me. And she gave him the number and everything, and you just missed out on that shot. So, man, just take your shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or at least befriend her, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like
and then find out if she likes you or not.
Yeah, you can. And then once you get comfortable taking your shot, you're gonna just be taking your shot any and everywhere. You're like, man, this ain't nothing, man. Oh my God.
Like Red Dead.
Eventually, you're just gonna be dunking the ball.
Yeah, man, you're gonna be dunking that mug, Eurostep.
That's right. That's right. Every great victory has been led from every small victory. So you just got to get one small victory. You get a taste of that reward, and that's it. It'll have you going and wanting to reach for more and more. So you know, and just build up on that. Yeah, that's that muscle. Yeah.
Take rejection on the chin.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Keep stepping, man.
So go out there and get rejected today.
Get rejected today, tomorrow, and keep going.
Yeah.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna get through it.
That's right.
I'm gonna say,
My God. Yeah, I didn't want to stop you.
Or whatever the case may be. If y'all didn't know that's a potential name. That's a potential name of the show.
Yeah. So here's something that I did the other day too. This is also regarding like, I suppose, sales skill, and it has to do something in the area with like confidence as well. I went into the Galleria, right? And I know y'all seen that movie Wolf of Wall Street, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So I went in there, right? I went into 2 different ones. And in the first one I walked in, I was greeted by a gentleman. Dude, he shook my hand, told me his name. I introduced myself. And then immediately after that, I told him, I want you to sell me a watch, So it's like, you don't ever have clients or customers just go in somewhere and be like, yo, sell me something, right? Mm. And then look at you straight in the eye. So the pressure was on. And the man, he was like really, really knowledgeable. He had been working there for about a few years. And this is, a watch store. I think it was Omega or something.
Was it was it one of those like stores in the middle, or was it like an actual store where you can like walk in? Like one of those how they be selling like cell phones, like the Sprint store will be like in the middle of the mall where they're walking up towards you.
This was a
where you actually walk into.
Yeah, it was a private one where you just walk into. And so yeah, man, the guy, he was really knowledgeable, but long story short, he couldn't really like close me out because he just kept going on and on about all the information about the product. And a lot of people don't understand. I mean, this is opinionated. I'm not trying to take anything off books or written facts, but from my experience, it's just that people don't necessarily buy a product or a service whenever it comes to like in person. A lot of times people buy you, they buy like your presentation. They buy what it is that you have to offer.
Bring to the table. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. I feel completely opposite about that. Like, sometimes when I go to a certain places, I already know what I'm having in mind. Yeah. And sometimes I just want you to help me get to it or tell me more information about it. It's just like a car salesman. Most times when somebody buy a car, they already want to buy a car.
True.
They just don't want to. They're just trying to find out, can it fit in their budget?
Yeah.
Or what's benefits them.
Yeah, what benefits them? Yeah. It can be both situations. When it comes to sales, I feel you on that, because sometimes people, they're like, instead of knowing what they want to buy, they're kind of like on the edge a little bit. They just want to go in just to get a feel, and they want to get that extra push, so they kind of go in and buy into the salesman. You know what I mean? And like, let me see what this guy's talking about. And then if you come off like stuttering or not looking them in the eye and sound kind of iffy, they're like, I don't know, they're kind of edge on about it, but
yeah,
it just depends.
It's a part thing, I suppose.
It just depends,
I don't know. I just don't like getting pushed. Like they were like, oh man, what's up? You looking for anything? I'm like, dude, give me a second. Let me look around. If I need something, I'll come get you.
Yeah, because sometimes they be like all down your neck, and then you be like, man, is this guy like serious, or he trying to just get his little commission, or it just depends. What are you saying?
Well, you see, all right. So that was the first part. I went to the second part, and it was this older lady. She must have been in like her about mid-40s. I'd say around her mid-40s, right? And she was keen on selling. And remember, like, people don't really teach you.
Wait a second, sorry, my bad. Did you get the watch?
No. I knew it. Like, I already knew I was going in there, and I was screening them. Like, I wasn't in there to buy anything. I was just going in, testing them, and trying to see. I just wanted to see what their presentation was like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I could kind of like learn something, because I mean, you think about it. Whenever you want to go and learn something, you got to go beforehand, like, know what you're getting into and what to look for. So it helps.
So basically, you're picking up game. You're trying to take their notes. You're like, man,
something like that. Yeah,
picking the brain a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
That's a great thing to do, actually.
Have you tried actually like physically going to them and like, hey, I know you work here. I know you're a little busy. Can you like give some tips? I want to do blah blah. Like the
I haven't done that yet. No, I haven't done that.
I think that really helps too.
I could try it. I'm gonna see what kind of things they, what I pick up from it. But this lady, she was on point. The first thing she asked me, I told her, I was like, I want you to sell me a watch. When she's like, well, I'm not gonna sell you one, I'm gonna sell you 3, and I was like, oh,
snap. She already got you in the door. She already, she said, I'm gonna get you 3.
Yeah, and your number.
You're talking about 1, and your number.
And she was on point. So she asked me, like, what's your budget? And then I told her, I was like, all right, I told her my budget. And then, so she basically gave me options. And that's one of the like biggest things that you could always present when it comes down to that, is you give people options, clear options. Is it the A or the B? Is it this or that, and that kind of simplifies people. And then right there, it helps people kind of choose what it is that they're looking for. Yeah. And you'll know whether or not it is something or isn't,
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I don't know if Ali had mentioned that I was writing a book, is that one of the things that I mentioned in the book is.
Oh, you're writing a book?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I don't mean to brag about, but
this is the perfect time.
I'm writing a book.
Yeah, I don't know if Ali mentioned it, but I'm just writing a book. No big deal, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody writes books.
My second book is best time author for the past 2 years.
New York bestseller, out of Houston.
Crossing fingers, man. Right?
What's the name of it though?
I'm calling it Route 60, like the Route 66. I'm calling it Root Yourself.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, some people say route or root.
Yeah. So how long have you been how long has this been going? Like, how long have you been thinking? How long have you been thinking about it? And then when did you actually start? When did you first start thinking about it? And then when did you actually start? Like, all right, I'm gonna really do this.
I'd say thinking about it well over about 5 years. But it wasn't consecutive. And then when I actually started doing it and working on it,
you don't want to talk to people like.
I feel you, bro.
It'd be over the span of
we can edit that
3
out.
years. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. 3 years.
So something about wait, about 2.5 or 3 years. But the thing is that I haven't been working on it continuously like I need to be doing. Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, I don't talk about it because I'm like, man, I know I'm behind in this,
Mm-hmm.
But long story short is like the things that we don't want are just as important as the things that we do want. They help guide us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so it helps rule out a lot of the garbage that's floating around nowadays. And you're like, this doesn't appeal to me. Or, you take all that stuff away. You kind of get to the core of what it is that you're, seeking and what helps you, thrive and stuff. And
what inspired you to write it? Like, what'd you?
Man, to be honest, I can't even put it in words. I just felt this like inspiration, and this happened. I mean, this really started. It took off when I was with my girl, and we had broke up. And when I left, I don't know, for some odd reason, I just felt like this need, like there was information in me that I needed to get out, like experience and stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna say, for the ones that don't know what it is, can you explain what Route 66 is?
Route 66. I mean, as far as I know,
I thought it was Route 66.
Well, I mean, they say it differently, right?
Oh, okay. Route. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, Route 66. As far as you got the gas station, but I'm talking. You probably mean the backstory, and I don't know too much about it. So if you know.
You know what? You should put that in your book.
School us on that one.
You should put that in your book too, like a little section of it, maybe before or after.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Nah, I mean, I didn't. I was just. That's why I asked for myself. I tried to say it for the fans to explain what Route 66 is, but I want to know myself.
I think it had something to do. I mean, don't quote me on this.
We got Google, man. We got this.
No, let me see. Can I Google it? See, that's why I need the computer guy. Not yet. I haven't got the budget.
It had something to do with like an underground road or something. That's what I've been told, but we'll see. We'll find out shortly.
Man, hurry up, bro. Hey, man, calm down.
I'm just playing. No, that's what's up, man. So like 3 years in the making, and still working on it.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Okay. Exactly. So the good thing is that I already have it mapped out. I got about, about 200 pages or maybe a little less.
Damn.
So I mean, it's just right now I just got to do some editing. And
you gonna do the editing or?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm working on everything. I even got the illustration. Well, like I got the idea of the illustration. I got it drawn, but I'm not really a good artist.
Yeah.
So if I could have somebody just
Ali a good artist, you can help him out, bro.
Yeah. There you go, man.
He gonna charge you though.
Take part of something big,
He said he needs that bread though, so he gonna charge you. So you might wanna.
I mean, you can, man.
You're gonna be on the New York Times bestseller, son.
Well, okay. What are you thinking about the front cover to be?
I have it already drawn in one of my notebooks. Okay. I got like plenty of notebooks right there. I just like write different stuff.
Shit, shoot it out to me. I give you a couple ideas. You're gonna like it, whatever.
That'd be awesome, man. Definitely. When it goes big, we're gonna have the audience witness it here first.
We got the Wikipedia US Route 66. It's just like a highway.
Yeah, it just basically explained that US Route 66 is a U.S. highway known as Will Rogers Highway, the main street of America of the motor roads. Just the main road.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have asked that if you would, because I didn't know. I don't know why I just thought Route 66 like just like ROOT. I don't know. I just thought it had something behind it. But then when you said route, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they got.
So now I feel dumb for asking that. But anyways, we all learn something. So
yeah. Exactly, man. Learn something new every day.
No question's a dumb question. So, yeah.
That's great, man. It's great practice.
So that's what you think you're gonna call it?
Huh? Oh, What I say?
All these room?
Nah. So I don't know if I've been saying it a little bit. I've been saying like it's potentially gonna be called whatever the case may be.
Whatever the case may be.
And the reason why is because
I say that's
he said it's like at every time I talk to him, like when I first come down here, I'm gonna give a quick little backstory. Okay, so this is my uncle, but we didn't grow up together. So when I first came down here, we're kind of like learning each other. You know what I mean? Hanging out. And whenever he would always talk about something, it would be always or whatever the case may be, or blah 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 blah, or whatever the case may be. And I used to just always just say it just to make fun of him because he always said it so much. So then I think I called him yesterday. I was working. I was like, man, you know what? I think I know the name of the show.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I think he was hungry or something like that. So he was like a little irritated. And I like joking around. And he's like, man, just hurry up, man. I'm not trying to, just tell me what you think it should be. And I paused for a little bit. And I said, man, it should be called or whatever the case may be. And he started busting out laughing and stuff.
Hey, so. It's classic, man. That's original.
That's original.
And I think it's pretty cool. It's funny because I feel like it's good because or whatever the case may be because you don't know what we're going to talk about. It can be about anything. So
yeah.
Like what it says or whatever the case may be.
That's class.
So
you guys like that?
Yeah, I like it.
What do you think about
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think that's common, man. If you don't take it, I'm gonna take it. So.
You said it's on the table right now. You better grab it.
Nah, do your thing, man. That's all you right there.
Let's get into. Well, I don't know if you wanted to get into some anime. You want to talk about some? Maybe say that for later.
Yeah, say that for later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge subject right there, man. Anime. The better question that I could think of personally is just this whole dating scene, like you said, is changing nowadays because a lot of it has to do with online.
Man, Tinder's fucking shit up, man. Tinder's fucking the game. This social media is fucking the game up, man. You're making this harder to get these
It's making it harder, but at the same time,
it's making it easier.
It's like it's a double-edged sword.
It's a fun, dude. Because, like, sometimes I feel like people just fun on there so hard.
Man.
It can be like, man, I know this. I don't know.
I see it for the pros. We got to see it for the pros. Like, take both sides of the coin, but look at it from the pro side on both sides because if you're busy, you got a full-time job and you're going to school and you got et cetera. So swiping may be the only thing you have as a resource to kind of get out there and date, right?
Sense, yeah.
So that's not a bad thing.
Or if you don't even go out like that.
Exactly.
But when it comes to the outside part, I feel like since people have dating arts, females or even guys, I want to be whatever. But some people don't even go outside no more. Back in the day, you can go out there, go somewhere and be like, all right, I'm just going to talk to some chicks because,
That's the spot,
nowadays,
mm-hmm.
I mean, people don't really come outside no more sometimes. Unless it's like a special event or whatever.
Yeah,
and then since, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, you good.
And then since it's like that, okay, if you talk to them, they're like, oh, why are you talking to me? It just changed their mind frame that they just came outside to do this. Oh, they don't want to talk to you unless it's on Tinder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're not in that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had that experience. And even if I do, man, I'm just going to keep going. I say, like, being face-to-face and personal, I say that's one of the best things. You can learn so much about a person in person.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What I mean? Like, when you're face front, there's not so much that you could hide. And that's one of the drawbacks when it comes to online is, like, there's so much that you could hide. And that's why you got a lot of people out here, like, catfishing and, hiding a lot of things. And then you finally meet the person and you realize, like, whoa, they're completely different, right?
Completely different person.
And this ain't coming from me. This is coming from a friend of mine that's told me, about her experiences. And I'm like, really? Like, it's like that for women?
I heard it's like that for women. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm like...
Oh, yeah.
So that's why, personally, I would say I encourage everybody to come back to face-to-face dating. And, although it's scary, it's intimidating, but, you got to come back to rely on your truth, on who you are, make sure you got nothing to hide, and if you do got something to hide, you better be sure you're proud of it. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely,
whatever it may be, because like the best things to hide, I say, are your successes, and then when it does come time to, to finally shine, then you go ahead and let it all out and just see what you're about.
But sometimes too, I say that some people don't change their route of finding somebody. Sometimes you run into the girl, the guy. Like, oh, I keep, they keep attracting the same person. I'm like, dude, how about, or even my homegirls, I'm like, how about you just go to the park or go to a library You know, cause
go to Barnes and Noble.
You know, to change the scene. Don't be trying to pick somebody up always at the club. Don't try to pick somebody up always at the bar. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Change your environment, and you get different results.
And that's what sometimes too when it comes to guys or even females, like they're so stuck on a specific type of style or not style. You know, just picky. I don't want to date guys like that. I'm like, well, maybe you should talk to the guy. You know.
When it comes to dating, man, you ain't gonna find it. You're not gonna find the perfect girl or the perfect guy. You're gonna have to deal with some of that baggage or some of that stuff that they got going on. You just gotta. It's just a matter of what you want to deal with. Nobody's gonna be perfect. Right. And one thing that I be laughing at too is like, I mean, it's not funny, but me personally, I don't believe you can find your wife on Tinder or. I just don't believe you can find your wife or maybe just me personally. I mean, I guess there's probably stories out there of people finding their true love on Tinder or nothing like that. But
yeah, share your comments on that one. Yeah. Let's prove Corey wrong on this one.
And I'm like, oh fuck you, motherfucker! I'm married for
shout out to everybody that got married on Tinder.
There you go.
Nah, but like I don't know, man.
You're like, I don't know what that kid's talking about. I love my husband. You know.
Hey man, props to y'all, but I'm just like, man.
No, I see where you're coming from. I say maybe the possibility of it may not be as great.
The percentages aren't that high, but it's always a possibility for anything. But
exactly.
It's just like, come on now, this is Tinder.
Yeah. And to be realistic, it's like, I mean, this society again, it draws back to people just like hiding, and what's the word, catfishing, and not really being like proud of who they are, because I mean that's what it really comes down to. If you have to pose as somebody else to be liked just to gain that recognition, it says a lot about you. That means you really got to get something straight,
I don't know, man. I feel some kind of way when it comes to these chicks, dude. Sometimes this is honest to me personally on Tinder. I feel like for you to get like a shit ton of likes, you just have to they basically want you to be Bruce Wayne. They want you to be smart, fucking, six figures, drive the fucking fast car, you're a fucking detective, you do fucking charity, something is not perfect.
Yeah. You gotta come with wings.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, if I was really all this, if I was really Bruce Wayne, this perfect man, would I be on here?
Even on Tinder?
Yeah, would I be on Tinder?
Yeah. No. So ladies, you're not gonna find your Mr. Right out there on the Tinder. Well, at least not a billionaire on Tinder. He'd probably be out somewhere.
You never know though, man, with this stuff going. You never know.
Yeah, same thing for you guys though, Sometimes you're not gonna, sometimes.
Yeah, no, but look, this is a good quick tip for the women. Is like, if you're looking for a man, if you're hoping to find a man that's good with kids.
Ladies, man, you can see, the first 2 weeks of October, he on a date. Now he giving tips, man.
Call me sensei by nighttime. Call me senpai.
Well, let's see how this rings up for the viewers. Let's see what they say. I mean, this is for the ladies. If you're looking for a man who's kind-hearted, let's say you already have a kid and you're a single mom. You're looking for a man who's got a big heart, who wants to take care of kids, then obviously you would go and find that type of man like somewhere in like parks, getting involved with the community, someone that truly expresses that side of himself day in and day out, because raising a child is a day in and day out type thing. So you kind of got to have that image of that person you want, and just ask yourself, where could I find this kind of person that I'm looking for? Like, because clubs may not always be the right thing unless you're just trying to go out and socialize. But
you can possibly find them at the booty club.
Sometimes, don't go on. It's a percentage. You got a percentage out there, but just hey, the moon on the line.
A good one that Ali brought up though is like, he was trying to get me into the whole anime convention center scene, and I loved it. Because I mean, me personally, I think that's a.
Don't get me in trouble out here now.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm like. I like the women that that dress up and they like to do that fun stuff where go out and explore, and they really love an anime and they kind of want to portray that character. I love it. I was like, man, I think that's awesome. So, but I haven't been going to convention centers, so maybe that's why I'm single.
You hear that, ladies? You heard what he said. So if you're trying to shoot your shot, he gave you a little.
Really, it just comes down to I was trying to tell one of my homegirls, like, don't try to find a guy who's already making 6 figures. Sometimes it's actually better to find a guy who's already on the grind, who got some drive.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. You got to find somebody that's trying to do something. You know what I mean? You're not going to find nobody you can find somebody that's got stuff going on already, but
And if they do, you have to up your game too.
Yeah, they gonna want. You're gonna have some people that's out there that want to be sugar daddies, but I'm pretty sure if they're looking for something like serious in the long run, they probably gonna want somebody on the same level, or if not close to that level. You know what I mean? With something going on too.
Yeah, man, you fellas bring up a really good point. So, I got this woman in my life.
You gotta start somewhere though.
Yeah, exactly. So I have this woman in my life. I'm not gonna say who she is or anything, right? But so I shot my shot with her, right? And I asked her out. Long story short, she was like, "No, I'm already seeing someone." And I'm like, "All right." So the ball gets rolling, times pass. Yeah, so time passes, and then I started getting the feeling that maybe she's into me. I haven't asked her, I'm not really trying to cross that line or nothing. But the way I see it is like, if I were to make it big, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like looking for me, and and want to come around. And then at that time, I'm gonna be like, "Nah, you kind of you shot, I shot my shot, and I respected your decision, so I'm just gonna move on forward." So fellas, you gotta remember, there's plenty of women out there. So but you just gotta learn to behave like a man and not a dog.
That's just how it is, man.
That's a daily battle.
Like for men, okay, as we get older, okay, we gain value, we appreciate over a period of time. I'm not trying to hold any ladies out there, but just when it comes to females, when they get older, they decrease in value. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, but just
everyone's entitled to their opinion. Long live freedom of speech.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to hey, if you're a 40-year-old independent woman or 50-year-old independent, still doing it big, still looking fine, hey, good on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's some cases.
Shout out to the Cougars.
Shout out to the Cougars.
Wow.
But I don't know. As me, on my first experience, I don't know. When I was younger, shooting my shot, I realized that I wasn't getting a lot of play because I was working out, and I had a job, I had a car, but I didn't have a really good, I didn't have the best car. I had, hoopty, working a bullshit job, but and these girls, they be dating these guys, got X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And I realized, and as I got older and just accumulating more shit, accumulating more wisdom, more game, okay, the tables were turning.
Yeah. Right.
And then just like, hey man, hey, you get it how you live.
Yeah.
So.
And no, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing when, the scales tip in your favor. But I mean, it should be like that for everybody. And I'm saying it can be, although that's a bold statement to presume, right? But I still say it's definitely possible because I mean, in the end, I think that's one of the most things that everybody's like seeking. Right, it sounds cliche, but I say everybody's kind of seeking for that someone in some way or another.
Oh yeah,
right?
definitely.
So. Yeah, everybody want the baddest chick. Everybody want the the dude who's doing all the most.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
I want a chick with something back there. You know what I mean? I want that wagon back there. Yeah. No, but everybody's seeking that. Everybody's seeking somebody that they can eventually grow old with and start a foundation with. But I feel like you got to make sure you ready as a person though, because that's the older that you get, I just feel like you don't want to be selfish and put yourself.
Dang, dude.
All these boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't soundproofed the room yet. So,
No, but I just feel like you should be ready. You should be make sure you're ready to get into a relationship. And coming from a person like me, I've been in and out in relationships all my life, and I just feel like for my next one, I just got to make sure I'm pretty ready, and I'm not make sure I got everything together myself.
There you go. You go.
Get yourself right.
I'd like to ask you fellas, what is your take on jealousy? Because that seems to be a pretty big issue, especially like among Facebook and stuff, right? Like jealousy, that whole.
I'll say this: back in the day when I was younger, I used to be real jealous.
Yeah.
And over a period of time, I just got over it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, when it comes to like being jealous on Facebook, dude, that shit. I'm not that big on when it comes to like social media or phones. I'm kind of old school because my parents are old school.
Dude don't answer the phone or nothing, man.
Like, if you text me, dude, I'm sorry. It's like,
even if you text me, Ali gonna respond when he want to respond.
And not just that. and not just. I mean, sometimes I already know. Sometimes I don't check my phone like that. When I get home, my phone literally go on the desk, and I just go on my computer and just fuck around or just whatever.
Yeah.
But sorry,
don't reach out to Ali.
Yeah, pretty much don't reach out to Ali.
But when it comes to jealousy, it's like, hey man, I just feel like if you need to post a picture with you and your man together because you think females gonna be talking to him, maybe you're talking to the wrong guy. Yeah. Or maybe you're insecure about something about yourself.
Wait. Clarify a little bit on that one. I kind of missed it.
Okay. You ever been in a relationship that a girl would be like, oh, let's take a picture together so you can put it on your Facebook?
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, man. It's like
put me out there so people so ladies can know that we're together.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You want to put like you're in a relationship with something such you can, but like all those pictures, like you make your girlfriend your top picture, your top uncover picture, or you put your girl as your picture, or you and your girl chilling. Like, come on, dude. I like unless you really leave your girl, go for it. Yeah. But I mean, ladies, don't make your man do that. That's anything you got. Man, come on, man.
Don't force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. Yeah. But it's as far as jealousy, man, I feel like when it comes to social media, man, I feel like, just for me personally, everything that I post is just pure from the heart. Like, it's not like, no, I'm trying to get validation from anybody. Like, I don't care about the amount of likes. Like, obviously, likes are cool and stuff. Obviously, like, you post to get likes. You post to get comments and stuff like that. But whenever, for me personally, when I post, it's just like, I just want to share. I'm not one of those types to be boasting. Like, a lot of people, I feel like some people post to like boast, look what I'm doing. I've never been one of those types to be like, hey, look what I'm doing, or this and that. Like, I can really care less. I'm honestly like low key and just try to stay out the way, honestly. But as far as jealousy, man, like it's about you being comfortable with yourself. That's what it really boils down to.
It's that confidence, man.
If you're confident in yourself, you won't get jealous. Like, and plus, if you're dating somebody and they do end up like liking,
hey man, move on. Hey,
you know what I mean? Like,
my thing about it is like, hey man, if you feel like the point you need to cheat or you like somebody, hey, you just go. Because at the time I'm more productive without you. Yeah. Honestly speaking, it's just like, hey man, I'll just move on to the next one.
Yeah. So jealousy, it really comes from you being confident with yourself and what you're doing. So.
Yeah, no, that's right, man.
Now, social media is a good and a bad thing. I feel like it's great for business and marketing and stuff like that. And then it's also a great thing to stay connected with your family and stuff too. Like, I know I use Facebook for family and stuff like that, and it's a great way to keep in contact with people, but it can be used as bad, because nowadays I was just talking about this other day with my coworkers is raising a child in this day and age. Like, how do you like monitoring their everything, social media, but you can see any and everything, though. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not so much that it's bad, but it's like you gotta agree that it's something entirely new. Because this is a whole, like, this generation is just really unpredictable. Like,
you know what I mean? They can see any and everything. You know
I say one thing though. I say you really have to be really cool with your kids, and you have to be their best friend. But you really have to be like, hey, you have to tell my friend, X, Y, and Z. And sometimes too, you can't be mad like some of the things they do nowadays. When people used to get mad back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what's up?
Oh, you can go.
Like, hey, I feel like people let their kids do too many things too young. Like, hey, if you look, I say like, man, like people giving their kids phones when they're like 6 or 7. Like, they're too little for that, man.
I didn't get my phone until I was in 8th grade.
And like, it's about just limiting everything, and still allow them to do certain things so don't feel out of the loop, but don't take everything away so they don't be crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know what I think would be one of the best movements that parents could begin with their family and with their kids is challenge your kids. Like, in this day and age, you gotta like challenge them to reach for something. Either it's going outside or something, but you gotta have them reach something, because there's too much distractions going out there that they can just get derailed if they don't already have their mindset on some type of goal. So you get them. I mean, it goes back to just chasing those victories, but you chase the right ones, and it starts mapping their future. Yeah. It shapes their lives.
Yeah, but basically for me, I feel like you saying that I'm gonna do this when I have kids. Basically, putting basically enforcing drive.
That too, but you see, here's the thing though. You have the drive that society wants. The drive that society wants is for us to go to school, get in debt. I mean, because society is just steady trying to get our money in many different ways.
I mean, that's a different kind of drive. I feel like some people don't have drive though.
Okay, so here's the point.
To it.
You can be taught, but it takes experience. What were you saying?
Yeah. So, the point that I'm getting at is you got the society drive. Everybody goes through it because we got to go through schooling, whether it's traditional school or non-traditional, but you also have the other drive, like what is it that drives them? Are we really asking our kids what it is that they truly want to pursue? Because maybe at an early age, like Ollie, for example, he was really into like drawing and stuff. But how many people challenged you to draw?
Not that many.
It basically
just being proactive. Making your kid be proactive and being proactive in their life.
And exactly. So if somebody came to your life early on and told you, you know what, you could be the next Vincent, or the next best artist, bro, you would have chased it with all your heart. And you would have been like, and you see.
I've been in a pole with bitches right now. I'm like,
exactly.
Cigars in your mouth and,
kicking back.
Shit. They feeding you grapes and shit.
I'll probably still be in the podcast right now, though.
Yeah. So it's like, it comes down to, because, I don't want to give too much away again, but that's another thing
I'm not trying to give too much game.
Too much game for 99.
Because I'm also putting it in the book is that you gotta flourish in the areas that you're natural in. For a good example, I had a good friend of mine. He was playing soccer. He was one of my soccer buddies, and the dude was younger than me. He was like about 3 years younger than me. And when I asked him how long he had been playing soccer, the dude's had only been playing for like a few years, possibly 5 or 6 years. But this guy was playing at like a pro level.
He a beast.
Yeah, he was bad, and he was Jamaican. So he came out natural with it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like nowadays, if you're not doing something like to the point where you're flourishing, chances are that you're probably not doing something that's already natural within you, right? Natural to where like you're just flourishing effortlessly, and that's what we kind of got to look for, especially help the children discover that amongst themselves. My little niece, she enjoys drawing, so for her birthday, I had given her a sketchbook. Yeah, like a sketchbook and some coloring pencils. And she adored it. She's like, "How did you know I love to draw?" Like, go wild with it, right?
Pay attention. That's what's up.
So that's how you kind of have to do it. Instead, we're kind of just, I don't know. It kind of seems like we're leaning too much on luxuries and leaning too much on comfortability. Where
it's just parents, dude. Cause like one thing about it's all about how you grow it up. But somehow too, as I get older, you can't knock your parents on how you've been raised, because they're gonna do so much. They're gonna do so good from how they've been raised.
There's no like handbook or guidebook to parenting,
I just feel like when it comes to the next generation, you just gotta do it better.
Yeah,
just teach them the things. Obviously, teach them the things that you weren't taught, and better ways to learn.
Like some people grow up
on your upbringing. You know what I mean?
Like say people grow up in a abusive family. You know what I mean? I'm not saying not me. I'm just making an example. When they have kids, they're probably like, "Oh well, I don't beat my kids. I just tell them, go in the room or whatever."
Yeah.
That's just how they were just raised and just whatever.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm gonna beat my kids. I'm not gonna beat them, but they gonna get some whoopings.
Hey, yeah, they get some whoopings.
God
damn it! What I told you about that shit?
Yeah, man. Cause I used to get whoopings too, and then that makes that makes them understand that that's not good, that you shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
It's levels to it, though.
It's levels to it.
Because you just don't beat your kid for every little thing.
You don't beat your kid for every little thing, but
you just be like, hey, stop doing that, or whatever, or you be like, you take certain thing, there's levels to it.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some things.
Yeah,
I agree with him on that one.
I'd rather get it done in the house than for them to go out there and do something crazy and get their brains blown out by the cops.
Yeah, stealing or pissing off the wrong person or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
So, discipline your kids.
Or definitely. I would say instill some values in this generation.
In this generation, you still gotta instill those traditional values, but you also gotta be obviously aware of what's going on now, and learn as you go.
How can I reach this kid? You guys remember that South Park episode?
Which one was
you
that
love
one?
South Park.
Oh, and they got some good references, man.
I haven't kept up with it recently. That's
Speaking of South Park, I think they're coming out with a new Boondocks.
Boondocks?
You heard of that?
No, I didn't know how that.
Yeah, I think they're coming out with a new Boondocks here pretty soon too.
I don't know. That last season kind of weak though.
What?
The last season came out, I think season 4, because the creator he left.
Oh, he did? I didn't even know.
Because they hold him with some shit, so they wrote all the script their way. That's why season 4 is not that good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah.
Is he coming back now?
Huh?
Is he coming back?
I think he's coming back. I think so.
Oh yeah, let's be legit.
Yeah, no, script writing is a pretty big deal, man. When you talk about script writing, man, that's one of the things. For those of you movie scripters out there, I wrote my first movie this year as well. It took me a few months.
Oh man, he just got some things up his sleeve.
Shit, man. He's trying to get this ad revenue going on.
Nah, man.
I get 50%.
It's like, hey, but I like to encourage her.
Cash.
I'm telling you, man, that's my winning lottery ticket.
Oh shit. Well, you might have to end it up pretty short because the girlfriend just died.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that concludes our announcement. Are you gonna close it off, Ali?
Anything you want to close out with? I'm gonna go.
Oh no. Hey, you're up for the up on the mic, Ali. Or.
All right, man. Well, anything for you?
I'm good, man. Just keep hustling out there and get the things done that you need to get done.
All right, man. Well, I hope you guys like and subscribe. Yes. And man, just stay positive. Keep that drive in you. Shit. If you guys like what you saw, comment below.
And on 3, 1, 2, 3. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Or whatever the case may be, man. Like or subscribe at the bottom.
Yeah, whatever the case may be.
There you go.
All right, guys. That's it.